Hey everybody, Paul here from 2Expats Mexico. Welcome to the channel. This video is going to be a little different than some of the other ones I did. This one's more like a public service announcement for Americans with foreign financial accounts. There are an estimated 9 million Americans living abroad. Wow, that's a lot. And many of them open foreign financial accounts, for example, like a bank account, which makes sense. It makes sense to have a bank locally where you live that gives you money in the currency you spend every day. Some Americans will even open other types of foreign financial accounts, for example, investing in foreign mutual funds. Where are you going with this, Paul? The problem is, there it is, that many of these Americans are unaware that if the aggregate value of all of those foreign financial accounts exceeds $10,000 at any point during the calendar year, they are required by law to submit a report to Uncle Sam the following year just to let him know. Uncle Sam's a bit nosy, isn't he? So the report is called the Report of Foreign Bank and Financial Accounts, and it's more commonly known as the FBAR. Wait. I didn't know anything about this thing. Is there some penalty for not filing? No, it's completely on the honor system. Really? No, Uncle Sam doesn't work like that. Think of it this way. If Uncle Sam was a manager over a staff of people, like let's say at a regular business, his management style could best be described as a lot of stick, not a lot of carrot. But don't worry, the law actually breaks down violations into willful and non-willful violations. The latter carries less severe penalties. This is clearly not willful. Well, in that case, the worst thing that could happen to you is that you might have to pay a civil penalty of up to $12,291 per violation. Are you kidding me? No, that's really the penalty. Well, the maximum penalty. And technically, each year you failed to submit the report would constitute another violation. Wait. I must have already filed this. Is this a form on my annual tax return or some box I was supposed to check or something? No, that would make it way too easy. The FBAR is not submitted to the IRS with your annual tax return. It's submitted to the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, also known as FinCEN. And who are they? I've never even heard of them. They're like the men in black of the Department of Treasury. Okay, how do I file this form? The form is filed electronically. You folks who are watching can find a link to that form in the description section of the video on YouTube. And when is it due? By April 15th, the same date your annual tax return is due. Geez, I already missed it. That's okay. The law grants you an automatic extension to October 15th.
Really? Then why not just make the due date October 15th?
Uncle Sam works in mysterious ways. Question. How is Uncle Sam going to find out about my foreign financial accounts anyway? The foreign bank or financial institution is likely going to tell him. And why would they do that? Because of a little piece of legislation that came out in 2010 called Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act, or FATCA. You might have heard of FATCA. FATCA requires foreign financial institutions to search their records for customers with any indication of a connection to the U.S. This includes indications of birth in the U.S. or even prior residency in the U.S. And they are required to report the assets and identities of such persons to the U.S. Department of Treasury. Crap. Wait, you know what? I think I'm going to be okay because I have dual citizenship and I open my foreign financial accounts using my foreign passport. The law still applies to you if one of those citizenships is from the United States of America. Okay, I get the whole FATCA thing, but how is the bank in another country going to know I'm American if I open the account with a foreign passport and I didn't tell them? Oh, I don't know. Google you? Hey, look, it says right here on your public Facebook profile that you're from the U.S. And went to high school in New York. Hey, Paul, earlier you were talking about willful and non-willful violations. Yep. Out of curiosity, what's the penalty for a willful violation? Why? Planning something? No, just curious. There are criminal and civil penalties for willful violations. In actual application, the civil penalties are more likely. They are more severe than non-willful. You can face a civil penalty of up to $129,210 or 50% of the affected account at the time of the violation, whichever is greater. Ouch. That one would sting. Well, folks, that's the end of our public service announcement. This topic can be pretty dry, so I tried to spice it up a little bit, make it a little bit more entertaining. If you'd like to learn more about the FBAR reporting requirements, or you need to, maybe catch up on some of your reports, check out the links in the description section of this video on YouTube. Until next time, hasta luego.